What is going on, Exo community? This is Exostomp here, and today, people, we are going to be going over the ADL Little Cup Speed League, at least my team, my analysis. So, starting off, you guys can see the layout is a little different. I wanted to change it up to make it a little clearer, make it a little better. So, above me is actually going to be the question for the video, and that is, what is everyone's favorite Gen 1 Pokemon? Mine, I'm pretty sure it is Sandshrew. The reason is because Sandshrew is super cute, okay? I'm usually not the person to say that, but Sandshrew is super cute, and also, Sandshrew itself, it's sort of like a baby Drillbur. Like that line is like a Drillbur Excadrill line. I don't know. But yeah, that's my choice, is Sandshrew for Gen 1. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys have for your favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. But that out of the way, let's get on to the analysis. So I was first pick out of everyone, and I wanted to grab someone who sort of carried me last time. And so that is 100% Onyx. So, mainly I picked Onyx because, well, it carried me last season, but also, it covers me for rocks. It has Taunt, which is nice. It is pretty fast at 70 speed. It's pretty fast. The defense stat actually means a lot because Onyx got a lot this gen. And why I say that is because if you go to moves, second move on here, Body Press, okay? Body Press. At 160 defense, what is taking a Body Press? If I run this max defense, I don't think anything is taking a Body Press, so that's going to be fun to use. As well as, it learns Dragon Dance now, which is incredible. Like, I can Dragon Dance up and knock a few things out. And then it got Head Smash, which with Rock Head as its ability, it means that it won't take recoil from it. So that 150 power, if I get hit it, because it's 80 accuracy, will do a ton. So yeah, that's awesome. On top of that, it still has its usual Sturdy Berry Juice set, because it still has Sturdy and Berry Juice. So Onyx is looking pretty good right now. I really like it. So, now, for this next pick, I wanted to grab something that I haven't used, but it's sort of like the one that I used last time. Yeah, that's gonna be Oddish. So, Oddish is pretty cool. Yeah, it is same type as Bellsprout, if you guys remembered that, but, and it doesn't really have the best abilities with that having Chlorophyll and Runaway. It's like, okay, but eh. But mainly, I picked it because it has Strength Sap. It's one of the only Pokemon that have Strength Sap. There's a few down here. Frillish, I believe, is one of them. But Strength Sap is incredible. If you have a Strength Sapper on your team, you could just stay in and keep pressing it. It is definitely one of the top moves in Little Cup, or in general, which is pretty cool. And on top of that, it has Moonblast. Now, there's not many, I think there's like 5 Pokemon that have Moonblast in this tier, so getting Pokemon with Moonblast is great. And now, the next Mon that you guys might know, actually, is going to be, let me see if I can do this real quick. Yeah, there we go. Is going to be Dewpider. So, Dewpider is well, I wanted to grab a water type, because I didn't have a water type yet. I have the grass, so I wanted to grab that. The main reason why I grabbed it is because it is one of the only reliable Sticky Webbers. Okay? So, just for an example, let me just go here real quick. If I look up Sticky Web, Little Cup, there we go. We have 3 Pokemon. We have Blipbug, which has, like, not good stats. Like, very, very bad. 25 HP, 20 defense, stuff like that. Yeah, it's not good. We have Dupiter, which has Water Bubble and Water Absorb, which can be good. Great. And decent stats, 72 Spadef, stuff like that. That's decent. And then we have Grubbin, which, if we go to Grubbin real quick, the stats are not very good. I mean, they're okay. They're not very good. You do have a few moves. Volt Switch is pretty decent, yeah. But I didn't want to grab a Pure Bug. I was thinking Dupiter like the only one that I will grab. And I did. I grabbed Dupiter. So, yeah, Dupiter is really the only more reliable Sticky Webber, as well as one of the best Sticky Webbers tier. So, another reason why I grabbed it is because if you look here, 40 special attack, 40 attack, so I can run it either with Scald or with Liquidation. It could be physical or special, which is nice. It is a pretty good special defensive tank, which is nice. And yeah, it's gonna cover me a lot. It does have a decent move pool, as well as Magic Coat, which is always good. Toxic is nice, but Middle Cup is not that good. But yeah, Dupiter was definitely on my radar, and I was able to grab it, which is great. So, with these 3 Pokemon out of the way, I didn't know what I wanted to grab, so I was thinking, if I can grab, I guess, my cores next, and get those out of the way, I'm good. So, I was looking, and I saw that Ribombee, shout out to Ribombee, was looking at Dragon types, because that's what he needed for his core that was left. So I was like, well, let me grab a Dragon type for him, so that he doesn't take a Dragon type that I want. So, I grabbed the one that I actually wanted, which was Jangmo. Now, Jangmo, yeah, it doesn't have the best stats. I'll give it to you. It doesn't have the best stats, but it has great abilities in Bulletproof, Soundproof, and Overcoat. As well as, if we look at the move pool, it's incredible. We have Bulk Up, we have Dragon Dance, we have Swords Dance, and then we got like a ton of attacking moves like X Scissor and Rock Slides, just a bunch of moves, ton of moves, which is great. So Jangmo is definitely a good mon. By the way, guys, this isn't Little Cup, this is Anything Goes. I'm just showing you it in Anything Goes, so that you guys can see the stats better, because if this was Little Cup, it would say the numbers, but everything would be like really low. So I'm just showing it to you guys to make it easier. But yeah, so yeah, I wanted to grab Jangmo, I got it, so perfect. For the next mon that we were looking at, we were definitely looking at a Fairy type. There wasn't many. There's not many in the tier in general that are good. So I looked and I finally found one, and that was going to be Spritzy. So Spritzy, it definitely was my first choice for Fairy types. I really didn't want to grab Fairy type, honestly, because there's not many good ones in Gen 8, but I grabbed it mainly because it is another one of the only Pokemon that have Moonblast. Actually, there's 2 Fairy types that have Moonblast. And as you can see, Spritzy is one of them, so I wanted to grab that. As well as it has Nasty Plot. It has Trick Room. It's got Wish, which is nice. It's got T-Ball. It's got Flash Cannon, Energy Ball, Aromatherapy. Like, it's got a lot in its move pool. Although it was 11 points, which is the most amount that there was, it was really expensive for the price, because Spritzy's okay, but very expensive. We'll see how it goes. I don't know, I might regret the 11 points, but we'll see. So, the next pick actually was another 11 pointer, because I realized at this point we have way too many points, so I was like, I'm grabbing more 11 pointers. So that was going to be none other than Rapidash. So yeah, Rapidash, I think one of the best mons in the tier. Just its stats, tell you that. Very well-rounded. It had Slash Fire and Flame Body, which is... both are okay. And it has a ton of move variety with stuff like Flame Charge, yeah, High Horsepower, which is a new move that it got, which is good. Iron Tail, Morning Sun is just nice. Play Rough, Wild Charge. I mean, it can be both defensive or offensive, which is really cool. So, yeah, I really just wanted to grab it. It was one of the only fire types that was left. I think there was Darmanitan, but I have a lot of physical, and Ponyta can be both, so I was like, let's grab Ponyta. I think Ponyta's gonna do a lot of work. And for our next mon, we wanted to grab, I think we just had Steel left, so we wanted to grab a good Steel type. And with these stats, you might guess it is Honedge. So, Honedge is, I think it was definitely on my list as well of mons that I wanted to pick up. It is a Ghost and a Steel type, which is great. And the fact that it has great defenses and good attack, it was definitely a pickup for me. So, does have good setup with Autotomize. It is pretty slow, so that might help. And Swords Dance, of course. It did learn Close Combat as well as Sacred Sword this gen, which gives it fighting coverage, which gives it, dark coverage. Well, fighting coverage for the dark types, which is great. So I'm really excited to use Honedge. I think it was like 8 points, which is still a lot, but for being a Steel and a Ghost type, it's not bad. Definitely not bad. And then at this point, I wanted to look at what I had last season that carried me as well as Onyx, and I realized, you know what, this mon did a lot of work as well, so let's grab it. And that Pokemon was actually Machop. So Machop here, Machop has 70 HP, which is great, 80 attack, which is pretty good as well, and then the rest of the stats are like pretty low. Yeah, okay. But its abilities are all pretty good. Guts is great, No Guard is great, and Steadfast is decent because a lot of Pokemon run, decent amount of Pokemon run Fake Out in this, in Little Cup. So yeah. Basically, I am able to run either a set with like, you know, Flame Orb, or I can run something like with No Guard and run like a Scarf or a Banded Dynamic Punch, which is awesome because yes, it does learn Dynamic Punch. Where is it? There it is. Let's see if I can get it on the screen. There it is. Dynamic Punch won't miss, of course. If you guys don't know what No Guard does, it makes it so that nothing will miss when this Pokemon is in. So Dynamic Punch, boom, 100% chance to confuse. So if something is Sash and knock it down to its Sash with Dynamic Punch, it knocks itself out half the time, so that's good. Yeah, also it does have a ton of coverage, of course. It's basically a baby Machamp. If you think of it like that, it's going to do a ton of work. And yeah, I knew that Machop sort of carried me last season, so might as well grab it. For the next one, we were getting down to, we had 8 points left, so I wanted to grab 2 level 2 4s. And with that, we grabbed none other than my boy Little Luggington. So Little Luggington here, he's got a cool 69 attack, he's got 85 defense, which is nice. With the Violite, it's pretty good, I guess. It's alright. Does have sturdy, which can also be good. It's basically a baby Avalugg. It has the same exact moves. Rapid Spin and Recover are the main ones. Do have Avalanche as well. It doesn't learn Earthquake, which is the biggest setback, but with stuff like Rock Slide, Stone Edge, that's pretty good. Let me see. Okay, it does have Mirror Coat as well, which is pretty cool. It has Rain Dance, so it could weaken fire type moves. So pretty cool mon. Really, I just grabbed it because I have Rapid Spinner, so I wanted to grab it. Also, Skinny said something about Bergmite, and I didn't realize it, but I'm like, wait, Bergmite's pretty good. So sorry for sniping you, Skinny, but I had to. For our next mon and our last mon, we had 4 points left. It's actually going to be my girl Esper. So Esper, not the best stats, but pretty all around okay stats. There's none that jump past 100, but they're all pretty well-rounded. For abilities, Infiltrator and Own Tempo are probably gonna be using Infiltrator the most, as stuff like Reflect and Light Screen might be annoying, as well as subs. So having Esper is good for that kind of stuff. And it does have Light Screen and Reflect, which is good to set up with. It does have Energy Ball, it has T-Bolt, it's got Dark Pulse. It's got a decent amount of moves to work with, as well as stuff like Nest Plot. So yeah, it definitely has a lot of moves that I can work with. But yeah, I guess that's my team. Above, as you can see, I think I made a pretty good team with the amount of points that we got. We did get our cores this time around because there's 10 mons, and looking at it, there's no big weakness. Oh, there may be one. I'm not gonna say it here, but there may be one big weakness. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. The first round will probably happen very, very soon, so look out for that one. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Peace.